Now, one of the biggest surprises for me upon returning from the Olympics wasn't the fact that there was a big story in Miami, but the fact that the story was the defense. They used to be called the no-name defense. They were pretty good. The killer bees, they were even good too. But in the last few years, they played more like killer fleas. All that's changed in Miami. They now spell defense with a capital D.
Cutting deep, and Clayton is open for a touchdown.
With Dan Marino at the helm, touchdowns have been a common sight to Miami Dolphin fans the past few years. But the lack of defense has plagued the Dolphins. The last 2 seasons, Miami's defense has ranked 26th in the league. But in 1988, a new attitude has emerged. And the word defense now has a meaning in Miami. The defense has allowed only 2 touchdowns in its last 14 quarters, and they've held an opponent without a touchdown 3 times this season. While the defense makes the big plays, the other surprise, the offense is struggling.
Good things are happening defensively, but offensively we're struggling. It's strange for all of us down here in Miami because for the last few years we've been trying to build a defense to keep teams from scoring touchdowns to match the touchdowns that our offense has been able to score.
In the last 6 years, when you think about the Miami Dolphins, you think about the Dan Marino-led offense because they really haven't had a defense, but all that's changed this year. Entered defensive coach Tom Olivadotti and his new way of doing things. Every Saturday night before the game, they sit down and watch home movies.
Taking care of business every day, taking care of business every way. I've been taking care of business. It's all right, taking care of business and working overtime. Work out.
I felt we need to have a point of emphasis. If we're going to be aggressive, we want to show what we're talking about as being aggressive is. And each week we took the best hits of the week and just put it on the, I'm talking legal hits, nothing dirty or any of that. We wouldn't do that. But the legal hits and showed them exactly what we're talking about. And they responded very well to it.
It's a good preparation for the game coming up, and it's just fun to see some big hits, big plays, and it kind of solidifies ourselves, our mental state of mind for the game coming up.
All-pro linebacker John Offerdahl has been a model of consistency. His play sets the tone. And Hugh Green, healthy for the first time in recent years, not only a team leader, but he's also having a banner year. And in their big victory against the Vikings, it was yet another linebacker who picked up the tempo. 6-year player Mark Brown. It seems that each week, Dolphin defense gets better and better.
We're playing more together. We've developed some pride out there. You know, we just thought, hey, if we could just help our offense out a little bit, then we'll be a super team.
Taking care of business every day, taking care of business every way.
And we've been maligned for so long down here as far as everything has always been the fault of the defense. And now the defense is really taking some pride in getting the job done and getting the ball for the offense.
Yes, the defense is getting the ball for the offense, but the offense isn't doing much with it. Miami's high-powered offense has been struggling as of late. Marino has thrown only 8 touchdown passes this year, but the feeling in Miami is if the defense can keep playing the way it has, sooner or later, this offense is bound to explode. If that happens, and it may happen today, and it may not happen today, the Dolphins are very capable of making a serious run at a division title, a place where Don Shula is most comfortable. But you know, every day while I was away at the Olympics, I had to say names like Naeem Suleimanoglu and Dmitry Bilizerchev. Now I come back, and the first time out, I can't even pronounce a good old American name. Tell me, head?
Defensive coach Tom Olivadotti.
Olivadotti.
Not that hard.
Could you stand here and say it for me, Coach?
Olivadotti.
Defensive head coach. Defensive coach Tom Olivadotti.